This is the Plasencia Alma Fuerte Eduardo 1, a natural Nicaraguan Puro in Toro size. Plasencia as a brand began in 1865, growing tobacco in Cuba and thrived for almost 100 years until the Cuban Revolution forced their farms to be seized and the family to move to Mexico. In 1965, the family began growing tobacco in Nicaragua and were once again forced to move due to political unrest and found themselves in Honduras until their return to Nicaragua in 1990. Plasencia is one of the largest tobacco growers in the world, providing tobacco to over 30 brands. But it wasn't until 2017 that the family debuted their own cigars under the Plasencia name, one collection being this, the Alma Fuerte line of cigars. Made from all Nicaraguan tobacco from all 4 growing regions, every Alma Fuerte cigar is made with 10-year aged tobacco. The Alma Fuerte currently comes in 7 different offerings and can be found for between $18 and $30. So why don't we light this one up and give it a try? Welcome to the Cigar Bar. Love the nice, cool smoke when you first light up. It's beautiful. Vanilla bean notes that pop out right away, right out the gate. That's nice. It's almost aromatic, like a candle, like going into a candle store or something. That's very cool. It's also worth noting one thing that I find is very evident and very pleasant about smoking a cigar of quality that has nothing to do with the actual cigar but has more to do with the full experience is the way that the band feels. I kind of subscribe still to the whole leave the band on till you get to it idea. I like a place specifically for my fingers to go. Also, they're so beautiful and a lot of work has gone into them, so I like to leave it on. But one thing that's very important is how that band feels between your fingers. And I gotta say, right away, when I started lighting this, I loved how this band felt. It feels luxury, it's soft, it feels like I'm smoking a high-end cigar. So well done, Plasencia. Today we're pairing the Alma Fuerte with this, FIRESTONE Walker's 25th Anniversary Ale. One of my favorite breweries of all time, FIRESTONE Walker is based in California's Central Coast, and if you're ever in Santa Barbara or Paso Robles wine country, you have to stop by one of their 2 locations. Each year, Firestone bottles a unique, barrel-aged blend to celebrate the brewery's anniversary. The 25th Anniversary Blend is their 2021 release, so it's got a nice bit of age on it and is one of my favorites. I remember getting to try their original blend, the 10, and as one of the first barrel-aged beers I'd ever had, my mind was blown. We'll shift to voiceover for the rest of this. I was enjoying myself far too much to keep cutting away and picking up the camera. So as we worked through that first third, almost halfway down, it is just a fantastic cigar. It's another one of those that has a lot of hype around it. The price point is definitely in that premium category, so there is a lot of expectation coming into it, but having never had this cigar, I'm really pleasantly surprised with how, not only how beautifully it smokes, it's just even and it's soft. It's really, really, really complex though. There's a lot of butterscotch and almond and almost like a powdered sugar thing going on about halfway down. Definitely plenty of cedar and spice, but halfway down it stays cool, it stays consistent. The smoke is fantastic. It reminds me a lot of the Liga Privada number 9, just a lot of extra smoke, and again the texture of that wrapper just feels so good when you're drawing, as well as just a very, I guess, pleasant mouthfeel that the smoke creates. So let's keep on going. But as we work our way down to the band and beyond, it continues to just evolve and become more complex. It's like chocolate and walnut cookies. Still a lot of that powdered sugar sort of thing going on. I'm not sure what that is exactly, but it's just a very pleasant sweetness, but it's not overly done. A lot of raisin, and maybe I'm getting some of that oatmeal raisin thing from the beer as well, but I'm really getting that in the cigar also. Still killing it with the butterscotch. A little bit of coffee, not overwhelming, but even though this is a medium to full-bodied cigar, it starts to smoke more like a full-bodied cigar as you get down towards the end. One thing I gotta say is this pairing with the Firestone 25 is phenomenal. The beer itself, at about 3 years in the bottle, is drinking perfectly. The thing about barrel-aged beers, a lot of times there's just not any effervescence left. This has beautiful texture, still plenty of carbonation in it. It tastes like chocolate-covered cherries. It tastes like raisins. It's like oatmeal and raspberry jam. This is an amazing pairing. I cannot recommend the Firestone Walker anniversary beers any higher, but I also couldn't recommend this specific pairing more. But I gotta say, I am so pleasantly surprised with this. I think that the Toro at my local shop was about $22, so you're spending a little bit, but it was a fantastic smoke that I was able to sort of spread out over about 3 hours between doing a couple of other little things here and there. So a nice 2-hour smoke if you just sat down and dedicated yourself to it. It burns consistently, burns beautifully. The flavors are complex, they're interesting, and get yourself a Firestone Walker beer to drink with one of these. So definitely highly recommend it. If you had it before, please let me know. And I thank you so much for visiting the Cigar Bar, and we'll see you on the next one.